Okay. Is this where they took us?
My medical file again. I don't want to know. I don't want to know anymore. There's only confusion. There were some who had scarcely seen me and thought they knew me and understood what was happening to me and could decide about my life.
Sums it up. Why is there a hole in the mattress? What do they do there? Is that because when you're tied, you can just like shit and piss through there? Oh, look at that. That's like... Jesus Christ. That's pretty rough. Okay, we haven't been here, so I guess it was the same asylum. That's just a different area. That's the park, the garden. First, a thought was that, like, when this place shut down, Renee was just transferred to a different asylum. Stayed there. And then died. Old age. For me, that would be probably, yeah, the most sad ending. But I'd probably be surprised on what's gonna happen here. But for me, that would be like the worst ending that you could have. I don't know, there's this German proverb saying, let me try to translate it. There's probably an English equivalent, but it's like, I would rather have an end in terror than terror without end. Oh wow, we can open this. I wonder if the light shining in has any kind of like the light shining in certain areas of the asylum, if that has any symbolic character. The bobbin is missing. What the fuck is a bobbin? Oh, that's probably it. All right.
Once more, I feel like I'm on the edge of an abyss. What a horrible feeling. My paranoia is knocking urgently at the gates. Everything is booming, and in the end, I know they will enter and destroy me in a few moments. For a short while, I shall no longer be here, but in my personal hell, devoured by fear which will be directed silently towards the exterior. When you're not well, I mean in your head. When you're crazy, to cut a long story short, what am I? Well, that's that. I can no longer speak or move. I find it hard to swallow, I can't eat. Then it passes. I feel better like now, perhaps. Then I feel increasingly anxious. I can't sleep. I can't stop thoughts that come to me, one on top of the other, and I suffer from memory lapses. Yes, there are periods I don't remember anything about. I don't even know what it means. It began happening with my fiancé, and Bruno was there. They said I did certain things, you know. I'm too embarrassed to talk about them. But I think that's the reason I'm here, isn't it? But now I no longer do any of those things, right? Please send me home. I'm sure I'm okay, and I still want to go home. But nobody comes to visit me. Why? Do you know?
Right. Was that it? Was that Amara? Because I don't think we have a fiance, right? Unless you got out of this place and then had to go back inside again. I don't know why that thing is still turning. Okay, now it stopped. Let's see if we can use the other one. We can't. Alright. Come on, open. Yeah, okay, we went past that hole. And there's a projector here. We don't cast a shadow, by the way. This probably means we don't exist. Is that us, or is it Amara? Look at those eyes, man, they're dead. Those eyes are dead. Cross is hanging the right way here. Oh, this might be the director's office. I think, because it's like way up. With big windows. That's the stamp. What stamp is it? It's probably the sigil of this place. Telegram.
28th August 1942. We hereby communicate the death of Ada T., mother of Renee T., a patient in your institution. No known relative. Sincerely yours, Onofrio P.
Well, that was our last...
I've nobody left in the world. Nobody at all. Solitude is very strange. It muffles everything, slows it down. It's an endless scream which doesn't emit any sound. A silent shout. I can't stop looking at myself. I will never leave this place. There's nobody for me out there. These walls have become my skin, and the wretched desperation within them is my soul without a voice. Here, nobody weeps anymore. How I would love to feel life, desperation, anger. I've stopped dreaming, daydreaming, maybe even thinking. I've lived in a reality which has corroded me, depriving me of everything, even of my capacity to feel pain.
That's a really bad situation. Nobody will ever come and get us. Yeah, that's the director's place. Been here. Let's go through here. What the hell is this? All these empty shelves. I wonder what was on here. Patient files, maybe? Which have all been cleared out. So they did plan to, like, restaurate this at some point. What the hell? An elevator? Can we use it? Can't. It's locked. Oh, we can go in here. If that makes any sense. I think it does. But hey, why not? Yeah. Then we went on the thing. Now we're going off the thing. Can we... Can't. Cannot go there. This is open. Oh, we can take the stairs. Oh. The door opened automatically. Are we finally able to leave? They're like, how do you say that? They put brick walls in the doors and windows so nobody can enter. There's a hole in here which we can't go through. Oh, that's the men's ward? So there was a men's ward here too. Can we leave? Of course not. Of course we can't leave.
May 1943. Renee's in a good state of health. She eats and speaks, is orientated in space and time. Therapy suspended. 3rd December. She asks, reasonably, if she can leave the hospital. Evaluate patient for 6 months. 2nd May 1944. Discharge denied, despite favorable psychiatric opinion. Patient has no home or means of support. 4th May. The reasons why discharge is impossible are explained, and in this manner Renee learns of her mother's death 2 years after the fact. 5th May. During the night she tried to kill herself by hanging herself with a sheet, saved by the nurses. Restrained to her bed, she once more tries to kill herself by suffocation. It is decided to perform a transorbital lobotomy.
Okay, there we have the Terra without end. Jesus Christ. It's like she gets healthy, she wants to leave, and then they don't let her leave because she doesn't have any family or support. Well, how about giving her support so she can reintegrate? But they didn't. Yup. And there it is. There it is. That little chisel, whatever you call it, ice pick. Oh, this is like really lit up, like really bright. So maybe that means, maybe lobotomy means peace, you know? Maybe it does. You can open that. I know, I saw that little circle. Nothing happens. And I press it. Okay. Can't open anything here. It's dark here. You can't open any of the cells. There's one open one here, but that's just to wash your hands. Probably for the doctors. But there was one part of the hallway we have not explored, so let's try that. It's locked. Are these all surgical areas? Okay, everything's locked here. All right. I don't know if this is a place we have to go, but I would assume it is. So maybe we just missed something here, and it's probably here. Maybe we have to open these. No, we can't open them. Oh, we can't open those, so nothing there. Some X-ray photos. Can't look at the instrument. Oh, yeah, we can't do that. The use of lobotomy spread rapidly in Italy compared to other European countries and America. The original technique, pioneered by A.E. Morris, was perfected in 1937 by... Okay, thanks for letting me read. The operation involved gaining access to the frontal lobes of the brain by sawing through the bones of the orbit above the eyelids and damaged the lobes by means of an alcohol or formaldehyde injection or by using a special instrument, the ice pick. Wow. Contrary to what was often thought, the patients did not always receive invalidating damage, although this was often the case. Moniz was awarded for the Nobel Prize for Medicine in 1949. This therapy gradually fell into disuse after the discovery of medication.
June 1944. Operation successful. Patient tranquil and collaborative. Motor coordination capacity reduced, but she's improving. Transferred to the Tranquil department in the care of Dr. B. 25th of October. Continues to talk about Amara and her doll, Charlotte. The disturbances of motor capacity show slight signs of improvement. Difficulty walking, not capable of riding, and the nurses report that they have to help her dress, wash, and feed herself. In the summer of 1944, Renee was transferred back into my department. Aware of little, indifferent, hardly ever spoke. One day, she said, "When I find the courage to look at myself in the mirror, I see a young face which is aged and looks at me full of fear." She is a woman now who has changed profoundly compared to the girl that I had under my care several years ago. Only the sadness of her gaze and her intelligence are unchanged. She's so young, just 23 years old, but is lacking all vitality. Perhaps her condition may improve, but probably not. Her life has been thrown away. And nobody did a thing to try to avoid this.
So did I miss anything here, or that doctor who took care of her, like when she came into the psychiatry asylum? Why is he like full of regret now, or he's like, I don't know, that was weird. Because he was like, oh, and nobody tried to avoid this. Well, why didn't you try to avoid this? That was weird. And giving him like a sexy American doctor voice didn't really help with that. So maybe I'm just misinterpreting this. But I don't know. Well, that was a very, very sad game. I had goosebumps there in the end. And that lobotomy scene was definitely one of the worst, or not, well, it was the worst video game scene I've ever seen. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play. Goodbye.